What's happening, folks? What is happening? Welcome to the Steeler Report. I am your host, SimFBallCritic, live from the virtual Heinz Field. So what's up, everybody? How's everybody doing? You guys know how I do, man. I will allow you guys a little bit of time, man. We'll pause for a moment, just allow you time, time to get up in here. Most of you guys, let me share the link out here via social media. I've already sent the link to a few special people there, but let me do my due diligence there as well and share it out via social media. And if you guys could do that as well, man, if you like what we do over here, man, show some love and share it out, to some folks that might need to see it. But how's everybody doing this Saturday evening? I'm sure you guys watched some football today. I look forward to watching. I believe the game just started a little while ago, if I'm not mistaken. Was it Georgia versus Alabama? So I definitely want to check that out. Also, for you boxing fans, and I'll say this again before I end the show, Lomachenko is taking on Lopez, so I'm definitely going to check that out as well. But yeah, outside of that, how you doing, Steeler Nation? Give me 1 second, man. I'm almost ready. Almost ready to get started. Give me 2 shakes of a rattlesnake, and I'll be ready. 2 shakes of a rattlesnake. All right, let's get it. What's up? What's going on? Y'all know what we do here, man, as far as the pregame. I'm going to definitely do my quick intros and say what's up to the early viewers, and then, we'll dive right in. Y'all know this is the quick show. Very quick. No phone calls tonight, even though the number's on the screen, just for you guys to be able to hold on to that if you're new to the show, because you'll have an opportunity to call in tomorrow for the post-game show. But we're quick in and out, about 20 minutes or less. We just talk a little bit about the Browns and, the keys to victory. So what's up to, got to say what's up to Luis D, first one in the chat, Jay Meir, Solarverse, Christian Gonzalez, Y Diggy, Vista Light, Eric McDuffie, Ali Howard, Odessa. Hello, Miss Odessa. How you doing this evening? Hello, Miss Lanisha. How you doing this evening as well? Who else we got in here, man? Kegels Bagels in the building. My brother Tony in the building. Who else we got? Darius Dill, my brother Kenyon in the building as well. And we'll read maybe 2 more. That's it. Wade Johnson. What's going on, Wade Johnson? And I think I got all of you guys. So let's jump into it. Man. First thing we want to talk about, let's definitely address the injury report, man. Let me grab my notations here. So right now, guys, and this is the, game status, and I'll save the 2 big ones as far as who's going to, who it affects as far as the Steelers, who's not going to play. But a couple guys that were on the injury list, of course, Ben Roethlisberger, we know that's not injury related, as far as Friday. Juju Smith-Schuster still, battling some things with his knee, but he was a full participant. Marcus Allen as well as Derek Watt were both full. So those guys should be back in the fold. And I look forward, to hopefully allowing Marcus Allen to get back out there, man, and do what he does on special teams, because, he was doing very before he had the, I forgot how you say it, something flantitis. What's the word? Y'all know what I'm talking about. It's the crazy foot thing. I know I'm saying it wrong, but you guys probably know what I'm referring to. Marquise Pouncey also had a foot, but he was full. Because I know early on in the week we talked about the possibility of maybe J.C. Eisenhower, Hasenhauer, is that how you say his name? Possibly having to take the center reins, and that would have been interesting, because there's another interesting thing that we're going to talk about here in a moment. And also Eric Ebron, dealing with something with the hand, but it says that he was a full participant. T.J. Watt had a shoulder. Didn't really know much about that. I saw, heard a little bit about that earlier in the week, but he was a full participant, as well as Stephon Tuitt was full yesterday, but he was held out for non-injury related. So that's great news. Now the bad news. Deontay Johnson. Apparently that back injury was a little more than we expected. He took a direct blow to the back. Didn't participate in the game. He didn't come back after that hit. Hasn't participated in practice, and now he's ruled out for the game. So that's interesting. I know some of you guys might say you don't care that much, not disrespecting Deontay, but some of you guys might feel like, well, Chase Claypool did his thing. Why not continue to give him those looks? I get it. I'm kind of with you guys as well, but I definitely would like to have our full complement of receivers. I like us having the four, the four horsemen, if you will. I like having Juju, Washington, Claypool, and Johnson, because then you really pose a threat to the defense where you can bring Claypool in for special, special packages, if you will, or special plays, or, just doing your proper rotation would be great to have that other guy. So with Deontay Johnson being down, of course, like I said, I'm not too worried as far as can the offense still go, because we saw what Claypool was able to do last week. But obviously now, Claypool is going to have more eyes on him if he's out there more full-time versus, coming in during rotation. So we'll see how that goes. Now, speaking of which, Kane, Deon Kane, I believe is Deon, right? Is that his first name? But Kane was elevated off the practice squad. So we'll see if he gets a helmet. Sounds like he might. You would think, since the Steelers have kind of been using their rotation, at receiver, it seems like Kane might get a helmet, because you got to remember, for the last several weeks, all of the, the 5 receivers that we really kept on staff or in the lineup have gotten a helmet. So Ray McCloud was a part of that mix. So again, maybe we'll see a little more Ray McCloud. We saw a little more of him last week, but maybe we'll see a little more of him on offense in the slot, maybe perhaps things like that. And, Kane might just be a security blanket. But either way, it sounds like in this particular game, unless something changes, we'll be going into it with Juju, James Washington, Chase Claypool, Deon Kane, and Ray McCloud. So there you have it. Here's another big one, folks. How big? We could argue, but David DeCastro. Apparently, let me make sure I didn't read that wrong. Apparently, DeCastro is out as well with that ab injury, the abdominal injury that Tomlin talked about. And we already know here's the second injury to DeCastro early here in the season that has already kept him out of games. So guess what? Sounds like our buddy Kevin Dotson is going to get the start. I'm happy about that because, again, man, I saw some good things out of Kevin Dotson when he took over for DeCastro. We'll see if that continues. But, again, a lot of us wasn't really up on him. We didn't really pay much attention to him before the draft. After the draft happened, we went and scouted him. I came back with my report. You guys know I loved him as far as him being a mauler in the run game, and he has already shown up here in the real world, in game, that he's been a decent pass protector as well. But we'll be able to get, like Tomlin says, a little more sample size out of him now and see how he does. So I'm looking forward to see what the young kid can do, man, because obviously he's going to be a part of the future going forward. So it's great. Unfortunately, it's not great for DeCastro, but it's still good, to get a guy like Dotson out there and, keep getting those feet wet and allow him to get that experience. And he's playing well. So let's keep an eye on that. So that's a matchup to watch. But let's talk about some Cleveland Browns that are going to be out. Odell Beckham is questionable. They said that, he had an illness or what have you. You probably heard on the news that he didn't test positive for COVID or anything like that. But, apparently there was some type of illness there. They have him listed as questionable. I'm sure he's going to play. The punter, Jamie Gillian, is questionable. Here's two big ones here, and this is going to be a part of my keys to victory. Ronnie Harrison and Carl Joseph. Both are ruled out. They're their top safeties right there, right? Well, at least 2 out of the 3, because I think Sendejo, I don't know who was the starter, but they got Sendejo who will start now, and then they got another kid that I don't even really know. I don't know much about him, but there's another guy that's going to be starting now in place of either Joseph or Ronnie Harrison. I think this guy would be, taking the reins for Ronnie Harrison. But that's key. 2 of their safeties and guys who get significant playing time. Ronnie Harrison got a pick 6 last week against the Colts. They're out. Who else was questionable? Baker Mayfield. We're going to talk about that a little bit later here as well. Keep an eye on Baker Mayfield, but I'll tell you why here in a moment. I'm sure he's going to play. Larry Ogunjobi, questionable with an abdomen as well. Linebacker Jacob Phillips is out with a knee. Guard Wyatt Teller is out with a calf. So I think they said our good buddy Chris Hubbard will be starting against us. So we'll see how that goes. And then Olivier Vernon is questionable as well with a groin. So, all right, really quick, guys, let me give you my scouting report, man, and then, I'll knock that out, and then I'll come back to you guys for a few, comments from the chat, and then we'll be out of here. Like I said, for you guys that may be new to this show, this is the quick show. In and out, no calls, no film, nothing. It's just my quick assessment, quick scouting report after watching our opponent's most recent game. I watched the Cleveland game, and here's my assessment. Here it is. First and foremost, the Browns. What I noticed, guys, is they use a lot of play action. I think we already know that. Okay, the Browns have given us a little bit of trouble in previous years with play action, but they really use play action a lot. They like to get Baker on the move in these play actions. They don't do a whole lot, and they will do it, but they don't do a lot of just stationary play action where it's just play fake and you're dropping back. No, they do a lot of rollouts. A lot of rollout bootleg action where they get Baker on the move, get him out the pocket, and then he's throwing it downfield. Now, here's something that I definitely noticed, and it was very easy to spot in this game. Jarvis Landry was one of his main targets, okay? Main targets on play action. The dude had 3 catches for 80 yards in the first half. That is something we need to pay attention to. Okay, because again, you guys know, and this has been our defense for the last couple years, we are aggressive, especially when we have certain guys up front. If a guy like Vince Williams is out there, and we're going to talk about Vince in a moment as well, but if Vince Williams is out there, he bites on play action. Devin Bush has been shown that he'll bite on play action. And again, I'm not picking on these guys, but when you are an aggressive defense like that, you tend to bite on things a little harder than other linebackers or other safeties or whoever, is playing that coverage there. And we tend to do that, okay? We tend to get sucked up a lot on play action, particularly because we like to stop the run. And, we got another challenge coming in this week with the Browns. They can run the football. You got Kareem Hunt and this kid Johnson. I don't even know this guy, Dearness Johnson, I think his name is. I don't even know him, but okay, we're going to have to be on top of it. And the Colts did a relatively decent job. The Colts defense, is ranked really, really high. If I'm not mistaken, they might have been number one. Might have been number one against the run. I think coming in, we are number 2. But we're going to have to watch out for the run game. Of course, we want to shut that down. But because of that, I hope we're not overly aggressive. Okay, because, if we try to commit to the run as strongly as we did against the Giants, then that's when play action is going to open up. Another thing, we got to watch out for the tight ends, man. Hooper was getting a lot of targets, and we all know the tight end has been an issue, pain point for the Steelers, whether it's across the middle or down the seam. So, again, play action is the main thing we need to focus on. We got to be very disciplined with filling out gaps and reading the action and all of that, and try not to, bite on too much. If we can get the run game stopped, then maybe play action is a little more limited. We'll see. So the worst thing we can do against this team is allow that run to go, because then the play action is really going to get us. And they go empty a lot. I noticed they go empty relatively a lot. And again, they use the tight end matchups very well when they do that. This is where I made a note. Hopefully we're not having so many situations where Vince Williams is caught on the field. It could happen. I could see us using a lot of nickel in this game because we want to keep the 2 linebackers there that can, stop the run in case there is a run. So we might have situations where there's Vince Williams caught up against a tight end or perhaps Kareem Hunt out the backfield. They use Hunt out the backfield. So this concerns me a little bit. The way we've been rolling out our strategy, if you will, on defense. This concerns me a bit with them. And we got to watch Baker's mobility, man. Again, I already said they get him on the move and play action, so we got to watch his mobility. He will scramble for a first down. He did it a few times against the Colts. He's probably done it against us in the past, so we just got to, again, continue to watch that. And it's funny, man. It's almost the same game plan that we've talked about the last couple of weeks because of the style of team that we've played. We're going to be in the same predicament again next week with stopping the run and watching a guy that can take off and run on you if he needs to. So, the plan needs to be what it is. We just got to execute. What else do I have here? I hate to say it like this, man. I don't wish injury on any player. I don't wish harm on any player. Even when I played football, I didn't wish that. I wasn't trying to hurt anybody. But hey, it's a contact sport. So if it's in the within the rules, get a good shot on the guy. Make him realize that you there. You know, the funny thing about me, guys, I told you, defensively I play strong safety. I play running back on offense. And as a running back, I had the crazy mentality where I'm not juking you on the first play. It ain't no juke. Nah. First play of the game, I'm running right in your chest. Whoever it is. Whether it was a linebacker, safety, corner, I'm running right in his chest. And I get up and I look right at him to let them know this all day. Give them something to think about. And sometimes you can see, especially if you got the best of it, you can see where they ain't want none of it, right? And that's how you set them up for they put the foot in the ground and give them that head fake. That's going to work now because they trying to get out of your way. So I was one of those crazy players. Of course, on defense, I want to get the tackle, but on offense, I wanted to feel that hit. I'm ready to go now. And since I wanted to feel that anyway, I'm going to run right up in your chest and let you know I'm here. So that's how I was with it. So, but anyway, to get back to it, let's get a hit on Baker, man. He's dealing with ribs. I'm not trying to say let's hurt him or nothing like that, but let's get a hit on him. Let him know we here early. Look how T.J. Watt started the game last week. Imagine getting Baker like that early and shake his confidence a little bit. Catch him up on them ribs. Let him be a little tender and be a little sore out there and make him be a little, get some happy feet in the pocket. Because one thing Baker Mayfield will do as well, Baker will throw you a pick. Baker will throw you one. So we might get some opportunities in this game, especially if we can get a hit on him. Touch them ribs up a little bit and have him a little antsy back there. Like I said, I ain't trying to hurt nobody, but listen, it's a contact sport, and if you choose to go out there with them ribs, that's the risk. As far as offensively, man, not a whole lot. Well, as far as for them, I did say they will lean on the run game, I think, too, because of Baker's struggles. So it's going to be imperative, man, to limit the run game, try to shut the run game down the best we can, make him more one-dimensional because of that injury. Whether you hit him or not, he can't be feeling his best. And we just got to be disciplined. Don't get caught up in the play action. And let's plaster our guys, man, because, again, Steven Nelson got a taste of OBJ last year, and it was just that one big play, good move by OBJ. That's what he does. But, we just got to play sound defense, man. In the secondary, the rush game got to be there. And if we can get on top of that run early, I think that'll be big-time keys. As far as offense, man, we can attack the seams. I saw that in the Colts game, okay? I think a guy like Ebron, that's why I chose this thumbnail. Again, you guys know most of the time my thumbnails usually represent somebody that I'm going to talk about or somebody that's important, or if it's a post-game show, somebody we're picking on or we're giving credit to. I think we can get some matchups happening, man. I think there's some holes in that defense. I saw it, down the seams. Again, when you're down Carl Joseph and Ronnie Harrison, you're going to be able to pick on another guy. I think the other guy's a rookie, I can't remember his name right now, but Sendejo, old wily veteran. But he doesn't scare you too much. But, you can't play with him either. But I think these guys can be had over the top and down the seam. So I expect us, to try to work the tight ends in the middle, work our slot guy in the middle. I think maybe we work Juju a little bit in the slot, which we normally do, but I'm just saying that for sake of argument. Work the middle right there. Maybe work Claypool down the middle. If they see him lined up in there, I'm sure they're going to be paying attention to him. They saw the film last week. But maybe you can pull those guys away from somebody outside the numbers by running Claypool down the seam or running Ebron down the seam and hit him over the top. I think we got some great matchups over the top in this game. So that's all I got, man. Nothing major, nothing special. Let's play ball control. If you play ball control, that also helps with limiting their run game. If we can do that, we'll see. But I will say this before we end. Two things that are very important. We better know where Myles Garrett is at. Yeah, Chooks is going to have his hands full sometimes, as well as Little Al. Both of them are going to have their hands filled because, Myles Garrett will line up on either side. And I'm sure he's going to be amped up for this game. They already made some crazy comments about this game, him and one of the teammates. Can't remember who it was, but we all know what this game means. The last time we played them, we know what happened, yada, yada, yada. Well, not the last time, but the last time that he was in the game. So we'll see. Emotions might be running high for him, and I'm sure he wants to come out and have a great game. But putting all that aside, the dude is a great pass rusher. So we better know where he is. We better protect Ben Roethlisberger. If we could do that, I think we have advantages in the pass game, and maybe we'll be fine. The last thing I will say, and I'm going to say it, and you guys are not going to like it. Don't be surprised if we lose. Those are the facts. These ain't the same Browns, people. They're not the same Browns. And we haven't played the greatest competition these first 4 games, and we haven't looked our best. So I'm not going to sit here and act like that after this game we might not be 4-1. Now, that still sounds good to me, 4-1, okay? And I know the division ain't won right here because, the Ravens are going to be the team to beat still, okay? So it's not like it's really a battle for first and all of that jazz. Of course, if we win, we'll keep it. But this could be a tight race down the stretch. It could. I do not think the Cleveland Browns are the same Cleveland Browns. They look more efficient, okay? They look more like a team. They've played solid defense, and their offense have gotten going. So don't be surprised if the Browns hand the Steelers their first loss. Don't be too proud of a fan and say, oh, no, wait. No, yes, wait. Yes. We all can admit we have not looked our best this season, correct? This could be the real test. Excuse me. And you got to face these facts. These next 3 games, we humping. Browns, Titans, Ravens. We humping. And then right after that is the Cowboys. We'll say what y'all want about them. We'll talk about them, as the weeks come. Unfortunately, what happened to Dak. Hate to see that. But I'm just saying, there ain't nothing easy from here on out, especially with that bye already happening. Yeah, it's going to get crazy. So don't be surprised, folks, if the Steelers get punched, and it's a wake-up call because the Browns have enough talent to win football games, obviously. All right? So we'll see. And speaking of which, hold on. Let's take a look really quick before I go to the chat. Let me just take a quick gander. Let's see who the Browns actually played, man, because I haven't kept up with them. I know they played. Obviously, they played. I know they played the Ravens. Hold on, give me a second, man. Let's take a look. I know they played the Ravens. They played the Colts. And they played the Cowboys. Let me see. Who else did they play? Let's see. One second. Browns. Where's their schedule? Give me a second, guys. I'm trying to pull up their schedule. It's not showing it to me right away, but I'm going to do it the long way. Week 1, I believe, is when they played the Ravens. Yep, and they got blown out. But they haven't lost since then. Week 2, they played the Bengals. Close game, 35-30. Okay. Week 3, the Browns played the Washington football team. It was 34-20. Oh, okay. Week 4, that's when they played the Cowboys. And then week 5, they just played the Colts. So, arguably, you could kind of say they haven't really played much either. Of course, when they played a team like the Ravens, they got smacked. Washington wasn't completely out of it. And then the Bengals, made it a 35-30 game. And then the Colts, they took a while, but they got that done as well. So you could argue and say they haven't played great competition either. But again, let's not have the rose-colored glasses, man, and think that we're just gonna run over the Brownies. New day, new team. We haven't looked our best, so we better be ready. So that's all I'm saying, man. So there you have it. My prediction is we can get this done. I can see this being one of those 21-17 type of games. If I feel like if we can stay on top of the run, I don't feel like they can put as many points on us and score the way they did against the Cowboys. I would say that our defense is better than the Cowboys this year. So, I think it could be one of those games. It could be a 28-24 type of game. But, if we lose, we'll be able to go and see exactly what happened. And, we'd be able to see exactly what our team is. Because you guys know what I always say. I usually know what our team is or isn't by week 6. And this year I'm going to say by week 7 because I need to see 6 games to really see what we are. So we're getting close. But all right, man, I'll spend a few more minutes in the chat here. I didn't even mean to go 30 minutes tonight, but we're at 26. So let's see what y'all got in the chat. Depressed Steelers fan says, I ain't doubting Cleveland, but they're banged up and we got the better defense. Baker sucks at Heinz Field. Give me Steelers 34-30, a close one. Yeah, it could be another close one. And you're right. You're right, depressed Steelers fan. We got to look at it from that side too, man. The Browns are a little beat up. So, you would expect that hopefully our offense can keep it clicking and we can produce some points against those guys, man, and we'll see. Why Diggy says, you say that every week about possibly losing. He said, laugh out loud. But on real, Tomlin teams play up to their competition. It'll be close, but I think we'll put it out. Yeah, but you know why? Why Diggy? And if anybody else, agrees with that, and I agree with it. I do say that every week, but y'all know why. Do y'all know why I say that every week? We haven't played great. Haven't it been points in most of these games y'all thought we were going to lose? We could have lost. Did y'all think we could have lost to Denver? Did you think if we didn't keep scoring, it was close in Philly? With Philly, I mean? That's what I'm saying. I say that because this team has not given me that confidence that I can say, oh, we're going to win that. However, last week I did say we should beat the Eagles. And I said why they could beat us as far as the way they're built. But I don't have that confidence. Maybe some of you guys do. I don't. Because when you're looking at this team the way we watch them and analyze them, we make a lot of mistakes, man. We give up a lot of yards and we give up a lot of third downs. And this is what I'm saying. I'm not confident that we're going to beat any of these teams. Can we? Sure. But y'all ain't going to sit here and tell me that, especially in the Denver game, that y'all won't sitting on the end of your seat. That's all I'm saying. They don't give me that confidence. Tony said, there's one person I worry about, and his name is Ben Roethlisberger. Yes, sir. Tony says that all the time. And you're right. It's up to Ben, and Ben has played well, man. Ben has played well, has protected the football. Man, only one interception on the year. That's hopefully we're not jinxing him. Couple more. Solarverse says, do you think the loss of Barron has resulted in that poor pass defense? Nah, I don't. Not at all. Not at all. I don't think that. No disrespect to Barron, but there wasn't too many times that I saw that Barron was the reason why the defense was better in the past game in terms of, him making the play or the ball coming his way. So no, I don't think it's Barron. I really don't. I really think what it is, man, is, we're just not as reactive as we should be, I guess, in zone because we just leave a lot of holes out there. And, you could say that for any team, man, if they give the quarterback time. But what we're definitely going to do, man, and, this game will be a good game to do it because I remember saying that I'm definitely going to showcase some Minkah Fitzpatrick play. And maybe we'll do that this coming Tuesday, instead of looking at all the other plays. I really want to pay attention to what's going on with Minkah. I want to pay attention to it and see, is it him? Is it the play calls? What is it? Is he all over the field? Is he taking things away? I really want to focus just on him. Darren Dalton says, what's up, everyone? Swooping by for a few minutes. Hope everyone has been safe and healthy. I miss y'all and being here, man. Besides that, defense needs to find their form already. That's major key. Absolutely. Couldn't agree with you more. Two more. Who's man? YT says, Sim, what's your opinion on our wide receiver situation come this offseason? Too early for me to talk about that, man. We'll save that for later in the year, but I will say I think they're going to try to find a way to keep Juju, man. Let's see how the rest of the season shapes up. Everybody else is pretty much a lock. You know, Juju is really the only one that, you know what I'm saying, that we'd have to worry about as far as the top 4. Last one is from MW. The team should take what Hunt said about this one is for Miles. Yeah, personally, every time he get up, he should be thinking that what? He said every time he get up, he should be thinking, what is wrong with y'all hitting me like that? O-line should go to work. Yeah, I agree with you. Kareem Hunt, and thank you for reminding me of that. That's the one who said that idiotic comment, man. Like, come on, man. Come on. Come on, Kareem Hunt. You know better than that. You know better than that. Y'all acting like Myles Garrett is the victim. But anyway, man, that's my assessment. Hopefully, we're coming out with a W. It's gonna, this game has a lot of eyes on it, and we'll see. We'll see how we play, man. I hope we come out and do what we have to do, because I do think right now we overall are the better team, but we can't get caught slipping. All right, so that's all I got, man. So hopefully you guys enjoy the game, and hopefully you tune into the post-game show that immediately follows the game. Give or take a few moments, but we'll be back at it tomorrow, and we'll be talking about why we lost or why we won. Hopefully it's the latter. All right, man, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel, man, right here. Let me show y'all what to do, man. Boom. Oops, never mind. It's not working. Oh, I don't have it plugged up, but y'all know what to do. If I can get it plugged up here in the next 2 minutes, I'll give you the reminder. But yeah, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe, cut on your notifications, hit that like button. Y'all know the routine, man. Definitely do that for me. Also, for you guys who have donated during this week, I appreciate that. You guys have donated outside of YouTube. So if any of you guys care to donate, I do have options outside of YouTube, which is PayPal, Cash App, both of that. The information for both of those are in the description, and that's all I'll say about that. Outside of that, hope you guys have a great night. Enjoy some college football tonight. If you're a boxing fan like I am, Lomachenko versus Lopez, yeah, boy, about to watch that thing. So hope you guys are great. See you guys tomorrow with a smile or a frown. Thanks for tuning in to the Steelers Report pregame show. Catch you later. Peace.